Hey, this is Gale Nelson, President and CEO of Big Brothers Big Sisters Miami, the host of The Game of Life, where everybody makes the team, but how you play is up to you. Welcome to The Game of Life. I'm Gale Nelson, your host, President and CEO of Big Brothers Big Sisters Miami, and I'm in studio today with an alumni Big Brothers Big Sisters board member, a mom, a wife, an entrepreneur, a life coach, a friend, Gisela Lowenstein. Welcome to The Game of Life, and welcome to the studio, my dear.
Thank you so much for inviting me. So beautiful to be back.
Oh, yes, you're home. Welcome home.
Yes.
Gisela, as we think about just the obvious, the challenges associated with the global pandemic that affected each and every one of us, tell me how it just affected you and your family.
Well, I'm going to start with a little story because we all have. So I arrived Miami March the 6th, and we were just coming from the northern part of Italy, which was probably on fire with the corona. And I could see there how everyone was wearing a mask. So I landed Miami. I got in my house and I kind of closed myself to the world, thinking I was scared if I would have this virus. And then it was like apocalyptical, right? My kids came back, my daughter from New York, she was working there. The two little ones were in Boston in college, came back. My husband, within 2 days, started coming with boxes of things from the office. And life started being rock and roll at home.
And simplicity.
Simplicity and go back to the roots. Right?
Talk to me about this. Like you mentioned pre-show, we kind of went back to the cocoon, didn't we?
Yeah, we went
How'd
back
that
to the
feel?
cocoon. It was beautiful. Sad because we were going through that tough period globally. But as a Latin mom, I'm from Argentina, so I would have never dreamt to have the opportunity to have all three kids for more than 3 months, lunch and dinner at home at my table. It was like God sent. And we cherish each single meal. We play cards. We have those interesting conversations that sometimes we're so much on the go-go. We never take the time to have those moments, no?
We slammed on the brakes, if you will. I mean, everybody's in and out, in and out, in and out. Send an email, send a quick text message. But all of us were just forced to, here we are. And the lioness takes care of the family.
I don't know if I'm the one that hunts, but I was the one cooking.
The lioness hunts too, no doubt about it. So you said the lioness took care of the family.
Yeah, well, I was cooking, I think, I don't know how many meals a day, 10:30, 11 o'clock, I was in the kitchen. I'm like, today what I'm going to cook for these kids. But it worked well.
But everybody was together.
Everybody was together. At the beginning, it was difficult for all of us, right?
Yes.
Because the kids don't live at home, and all of a sudden, everyone was home. The internet would go down. The kids were on online learning. My husband wasn't in the internet, and there was a storm inside the house. But we were together, and we were having like a sense of unity. We were very united, despite of COVID, but it was felt in a different dimension. I don't have words to express.
No, I hear you. It is just being together. I think about just my family. Everybody's together, and so competing for that same internet space, and which is something you never even think about. I have a meeting, everybody be quiet, and so we moving around, and it's things you are aware of that previously just you never even talked about it. But let's talk about togetherness. Let's talk about learning, Gisela, because I see your radiance, your energy, that smile right on cue. I've seen your family and what your family has just done for Big Brothers Big Sisters. What you mean to Big Brothers Big Sisters is special. Let's talk about challenges. The pandemic was a challenge for all of us. And,
Yes.
and as we continue to take the necessary precautions and stay safe, and certainly want all families to cherish the moments they have. But so many of our littles go through so many challenges and oftentimes don't have the opportunity to really talk about it. And so you've gone through some challenges. You've been mentored, let's say, from the school of quote unquote hard knocks. Talk to us about some of your personal challenges and what you've learned.
Well, I have three big personal challenges that they're all relate to health. I almost lost my left leg when I was 18 in a car accident. I went through breast cancer, like I did chemo, and I was bald and, had several surgeries. And after that, also, I was diagnosed with a heart condition that 2 years after it got resolved. So for me, if I have to summarize this and put together my message together with what we are doing here with Big Brothers is the power of positive outlook. I think there's not a better teacher sometimes for us that life is, but in those moments, accept the struggle and then understand that the more we look at what we don't want, the more we attract that. And the moment we see a new window of opportunity is the moment we focus on what we want to create. And I feel is a lot of big component of what Big Brothers does, right? Because we bring the kids, we do the pairing with the mentors, and we show these kids that no matter the struggle, you can make it. These are the future professionals of our next generation. So it's such a beautiful work that I've seen through all my years of involvement with Big Brothers. That I cannot share now that, I just turned 50. I don't know if I'm going to live 100 years because I believe I'm in the middle of my lifespan, no? How much if we use the right outlook in those moments of struggle, how much more we can learn and grow and expand our leadership as well.
Absolutely. And as you went through, you had your first health challenge at what age?
I was 18.
18 years old, as you mentioned. And as you go through challenges, you talked about the power of a positive outlook. How did you, at 18, what kept you going? And what caused you not to give up? Because we're going to talk about the future in just a minute. But I want to go back a little bit because someone may be listening that's 18. It's like, you know what? Why? Why not give up? Why even try? What drove you just to keep on despite the physical obstacle, despite the physical pain, to just keep pressing on, Gisela?
The mindset. I was not accepting a no. I was going to be a winner, no matter what. I remember as of today, I was in intensive care, and I hear we might need to amputate if the antibiotics don't work. And I listen to this doctor, I'm like, you're wrong. This is not going to happen.
I love that.
Yeah.
The mindset.
It's a mindset.
In an athletic context.
And the inner power, knowing
Yes.
that there's something that goes beyond us that is stronger, that we're going to attract that.
And so that was challenge number one. And so you succeeded.
Yeah.
You were already victorious. You said, no, I will win.
Yeah.
And I want all our bigs and littles and our audience to understand this. You're like, the mindset matters. You need to lock in and stay focused on success. So then you had the cancer challenge.
Yeah, well, I was already older. I was married, had 3 little children. That wasn't easy. And I have helped so many women going through cancer, no? I don't lie. At the beginning, I was depressed. I wasn't well. Up to it, that I arrived at a point that I said, enough of this. Where are you going, Gisela? What do you want for you? If you don't want this, think, what is the message here? How you can grow. And that would be the great transformation. in the way I started looking to everything in life.
Your honesty, your transparency, even going through a bout with depression, but then you said enough, no mas.
Yeah, I think also what made me do enough, I never took medication, and the oncologist wanted to give me an antidepressant, and I said, no, 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 this is not for me. You're smart. You can do it.
We are here in studio with Gisela Lowenstein, alumni, Big Brothers Big Sisters board member, dear friend of Big Brothers Big Sisters Miami, talking about the power of a positive mindset despite the pandemic, despite the personal challenges. We want everyone to recognize that we can make a difference individually. We can make a difference for our families, but it starts with
ourselves.
With ourselves.
And you know what? Don't look at the place you are right now. Look where you want to go and focus on what you need to do to make it there. And for all those that are listening, Gale, I hope people will think with their heads but also use their hearts and know the incredible work we do here at Big Brothers Big Sister and how much we do for all these kids and their sparkling future to come.
With that in mind, we have had so many opportunities together to see on stage with your family being present, littles talk about overcoming their shyness, overcoming obstacles, as you just mentioned. We have seen firsthand, Gisela, the bigs talk about this little girl, this little boy. Look at him now, graduating from high school, moving on and going off to college and doing all types of productive, positive things. So I thank you for that. But you continue to enhance people's lives. So I want you to tell us what you're doing now in terms of just the life coaching. Talk to us, Gisela.
Well, for me, maybe because of those challenges I have gone, it's so important that all of us, human beings, we look 360. Life is not about today, tomorrow. It's about 2, 3, 5, 10 years from now. And then it's about looking beyond the struggle that we have right now and to create legacy. How do you want to be remembered the day you're gone? Because I believe there's, for me at least, not better power than that. What is our message? What's our purpose? Why are we here? The rest is beautiful, but you know what? Things, they can come and go, and they're materials. What is left in our hearts through our actions, through our message, it's what keeps in people's hearts, right? The legacy.
That's right. The legacy of mentoring. Here in studio with Gisela Lowenstein, as we think about the legacy of mentoring, we've touched on the fact that we have seen so many littles grow, and now with alumni all over the place. Gisela, what you're doing with life coaching, you're coaching executives, you're providing just all types of just helping folks recognize, individuals and businesses, the power of a positive mindset and the work of Big Brothers Big Sisters. You've touched on it a couple of times, but I want people to understand that you can get involved. 305-644-0066 or bbsmiami.org and say, you know what, Gisela inspired me. Tell us that. Gisela inspired me. I want to get involved. I want to sponsor a match. I want to become a big. I want to just change my mindset to, if I tell myself I can do it, and then I'd start telling kids that, you know what community will look like if everybody says no more pain, let's get this done. Gisela, what will that look like for Miami?
We will be creating so much legacy and so much purpose, right?
That's right.
For ourselves and for our community and for, as I shared before, this is a future community, the future generation, the future professionals that we are going to have in Miami.
Our littles are counting on you. Gisela, it is always a pleasure. This will not be the last time you will be in studio, my dear. Gisela Lowenstein, entrepreneur, mama, the lioness, hunts for the family and hunting for success, hunting to make sure that we overcome obstacles, to make sure that not only is the family safe, but you're helping so many people. God bless the Lowenstein family. We thank you, Gisela. We love you. All our best to Diego, our dear friend, as well. And for those of you that are out there, as we talked about in the intro, we will face challenges. We all are dealing with this pandemic. As Gisela has overcome obstacles, we too have to overcome obstacles. But let's not take losing is not an option. We got to win. And so as we close out in the game of life, where everybody makes the team, but how you play is up to you. Take it from Gisela Lowenstein, alumni, big sister, alumni board member. Gisela, take us home. What do you want to say to them?
Stay in the energy of your solution. Don't stay in the energy of your struggle. And whatever is happening to you, remember, every time it rains, then the sun will come out.
It takes the sunshine and rain to make the flowers bloom, so let's sail away. Let's go. This is the game of life, where everybody makes the team, but how you play is up to you.